So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
And this is now today's lineup.
Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. That's a throw. Pablo Torre, and that's a chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Adama Traore. Robinson looking to hit the byline here. Andreas Pereira. Van Dijk takes control of it and he's on the move. Foden. Robinson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Foden! And that's off target.
Foden reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Robinson to Adama Traore. Robinson. Kearney. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Good pressure, determined, intense. And it's Van Dijk. Robertson. And here's Neymar. That is a brilliant interception. Olise gets a foot in here. Messi. Pablo Torre. Leno clears. Andreas Pereira. Distributed tidily. The less said about that pass, the better. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He's looking for the runner here. Alexander-Arnold looking to run onto it. And we have our very first corner. Adama Traore can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's neat. Adama Traore does well to get it back. Adama Traore defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Messi. Mbappe! Mbappe! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Corner number 2 then. Messi goes short. Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that's nice. Pablo Torre. Foden proves just a little bit too strong. No, that's not going to find its target.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Adama Traore. Now Anderson. Kearney. And that is a little undercooked. Tar. Pablo Torre. And Alexander-Arnold. Foden. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's picked his way through. Olise makes the interception. Pablo Torre.
1 minute added time.
Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Messi. He is through here. Oh, that's an excellent interception. He's not got that quite right. Now there. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Let's keep this up.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the action is back underway. And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe. Neymar. Is there any support? It's Neymar! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
A case now of complete control. Robinson.
Such good technique.
Great run on the overlap here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. In with the challenge. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Messi. Oh, good-looking ball. Kenny. And here's Pereira. Oh, what a ball. Oh, shooting chance! No, not quite. Robertson. No, refuses to take the bait. Now it's Jimenez. Van Dijk. And it's Adama Traore. He was under real pressure there.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Time and again they are repelled. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
Stood up well to him there. Andreas Pereira. Now it's Kearney. Wilson has it out wide and in space. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nice control. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Kearney. Raul. Now it's Messi. Played into space out wide. Lukic. Andreas Pereira. Adama Traore. Alexander-Arnold has created one goal already. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Cleared away. And that's gone loose. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Foden has found the net here, of course. Into the last quarter of an hour. Gets a good foot in there. Spread it left. That has been cut short. Tar. And that has left him in a heap. Tete. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mbappe! Adama Traore. Now it's Jimenez. Oh, they could break here. Oh, perfectly measured that. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Nicked it back promptly. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Lukic. This is Nelson. Lukic. Great defending, strong and determined. Messi. Oh, some tackle that. Lukic. Robinson. Now Lukic.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Adama Traore. Oh, there's a probing ball. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
And this is now today's lineup.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got a side promoted into the Italian top flight, 17 years of age, I think, and he was the mainstay in a team at that early age, playing in virtually every game and dictating the play. He stands out, doesn't matter how old he is.
Okay, interesting. So that's got things on the way. Tonali. Barnes. Tar cuts it out. Van Dijk. And it's Neymar. Decent progress down the left. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi has a goal! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Van Dijk. Isak. Pablo Torre. Foden. Looking for the run. Messi. Decent hit! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Botman. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Isak. Tar wins the duel this time. That's a nicely measured pass. Gordon goes in for the header. Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The goal scorer after 15 minutes.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Isak is amongst the league's top 5 scorers. Newcastle grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Tonali, midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Bruno Guimaraes. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi. Good play on the left-hand side here. Robertson. Messi. Tonali does really well to win the ball there. Isaac. Barnes. Great defending, strong and determined. And that is a little undercooked. Newcastle applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Isak gets a foot in here. That looks a good ball through. There's the hit! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Just...
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next...
Newcastle get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Can he finish? Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Share. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Bruno Guimaraes is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Neymar. Robertson. That's a good run down the left. Oh, such a clever touch. He is through here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tonali, Livramento. Now it's Mbappe, and the counter is on. Bruno Guimaraes. It's Murphy. Isak, nicely spread. Now it's Barnes.
Has been indicated.
He's had it taken off him. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Foden. Alexander-Arnold. And the whistle goes for half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Mbappe. Out to the right. Barnes, who's set up one goal so far. Tonali. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's... Now the finish! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
And now he has two. Newcastle take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get onto this? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. He could be in here. Oh, there's the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Van Dijk.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Foden. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gordon providing an outlet on that flank, and he's managed to get free. Foden.
The attendance for this match was
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Gordon. Livramento. Played through into space. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Messi. Pablo Torre. And Alexander-Arnold. Messi. And here's Foden.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And we have our very first corner. Newcastle have the chance to go the other way. Not the most accurate pass. Barnes. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Isak engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Messi. Well, played right into his path. Livramento. Burn. Share. Tonali couldn't squeeze it through. He has found the way through. So much time and he's had a hit. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's got away with one there.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Isak. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Murphy. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that is as far as they're going to go. Foden. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold charging forward down that flank. Shot a goal!
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
This is their second corner of the game.
Number 23, Jacob Murphy.
They've played it short.
Number 7, Joelinton.
And now they can spring out of defence. He can run onto that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pablo Torre. Foden. And Alexander-Arnold. He's shifting through the gears here. Showing good feet. Now it's Foden. Foden! Botman gets rid without sophistication. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Barnes. And it's Messi. And the referee brings it to a close. A shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager knows that the story has gone against him. It's a defeat that hurts. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And another
so thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. And welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It reflects at this game how time flies. We're already at the midway point of the season. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. He could be in here. Now it's Mbappe. Just a kick. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Oh, after such a great run, I'm expecting him to go all the way, and instead, he just lost his way.
And it's been taken short. Opts to play it back. That is lovely. He's got the shot away! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim.
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Pablo Torre. And he's been shifted off it. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
That is a brilliant interception. Alexander-Arnold. They get a throw in. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Alexander-Arnold. Now Foden. Messi. Now Van Dijk. Robertson. And it's Neymar. And Pablo Torre. Alexander-Arnold. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Neymar. He won't be happy with that one. Cash. Watkins. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Foden. Alexander-Arnold. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Alexander-Arnold. It's a good run down the right. That's very neat. Watkins. McGinn. It's out for a goal kick. Pablo Torre. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. For Olise. Pablo Torre. And Alexander-Arnold. Half-time getting close now. And it's Messi. He's had it taken off him. Pau Torres. Onana. Foden. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but A game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams
That was
walk
the
off
first half.
unscathed. A
Let's
tight
hope the
affair,
boys can turn it up for the
0-0
second.
at the break.
Everyone, please welcome
What have we
our
learned from the
players.
first 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An intriguing
Substitution
half,
on the
lacking only in
field.
goals. The
Number
score
10,
0-0.
Messi. Coming
There's
on
the start of the
field
second
is
half.
Number 15.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Robertson. And it's Neymar. That's a good run down the left. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Onana. McGinn. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Neymar. He was under real pressure there. Oh, not quite. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Not the most accurate pass. Olise. It's Van Dijk. Neymar. And here's Mbappe. Onana.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Cash. Oh, played right into his path. Van Dijk. And Robertson. Van Dijk. Pablo Torre. Now Van Dijk. Pablo Torre. And it's Tar for Olise. Neymar. Van Dijk. Played out to the right. Cash. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. It's a quick one. Kamara. Now it's Asensio. Good pressure, determined, intense. Onana. Oh, nicely intercepted. "75 minutes played. Now it's Watkins. Back into the middle.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Pressing high and with purpose. Robertson. Neymar. And it's Van Dijk.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Konsa. Here's Onana. Asensio.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Nicely aimed pass. Asensio. Neymar.
Such good technique. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And there goes the final whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. But after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin, and goodbye from us.
So there it is, everyone. It's finished all square.
So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello,
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Ruben Neves, I suspect would be a key factor, Peter, sitting deep in midfield, which gives him a great view of the landscape all around him, and he can spray balls all around the pitch and really get his team moving forward with momentum.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. And as you can see, we've already started here. We're into the second half of the season. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. And he's there to clear it. Pinches it off him. Neymar. Messi. And it's Neymar. And he's being shifted off it. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Pablo Torre. Messi. Now Neymar. Van Dijk. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Ruben Neves.
That was lovely, that.
Hits it first time! Gets good distance on it. Neither side yet able to find the net. Robertson. Van Dijk. Pablo Torre. Now it's Messi. Steaming on goalwards. Just eases him off the ball. Robertson. Now it's Neymar. Robertson has it in a wide position. And here's Mbappe. He's had a shot! He's scored! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Number 20, Kylian Mbappe.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Robertson. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He has found the way through. And that has been clubbed away. He's got to be in here!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Robertson. That's a good run down the left. He's got away. Very nicely done. No way through, so back it comes. And here's Neymar. Mbappe! And yes, it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Messi does well to get it back. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Hit into the middle. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe carries the ball down the right. Olise kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Van Dijk is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's Van Dijk. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
So that was the first half.
It has
Still
been a
plenty of time
remarkable
left for a
contest,
comeback.
decorated
And
by
please
goals,
welcome our lads
and
to the
two
field.
between them at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Pablo Torre. And it's Ruben Neves. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well, that looks a cracking ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Ruben Neves. Oh, that's a key interception. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Brilliantly cut out.
The attendance
Now
for this
looking to
match was
orchestrate a counter.
29,514.
Van Dijk. Messi. And Alexander-Arnold. Ruben Neves. Thinks one through. Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, shooting chance! And more, and more, and more! And with that, he takes home the match ball. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
It's a mighty effort! Sticks it away! Great header, made it look easy.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
51 minutes is number 7.
So is this the start of a comeback? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Can he spark a counter here? And that could set him on his way. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Ruben Neves delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Ruben Neves. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Ruben Neves. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now, what about a counter-attack? Alexander-Arnold with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 18. Coming on to replace him is number 8, Jensen.
And that should get the job done. Neymar. Robertson. Neymar. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. No, that's been intercepted.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Always onto this. Now this could be a chance. Quality ball. Well read, nice interception. Deftly done. That is good alertness. Aim forwards. Van Dijk.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Jensen.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Mbappe collecting the match ball, and it is his. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So we've reached the end of our coverage for today. Many thanks to Jim. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, demands something highly charged. Yeah, we all know who's better on paper or in the rankings, but pride and passion can be a great leveller, especially here.
Messi plays it short. He's got the shot away! And that is one way to get his defending done. Corner number 2 then. Messi goes short. Look at the space here. Alexander-Arnold. Lovely bit of skill. And the shot! And he's had it nicked away. Alexander-Arnold. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
There aren't many defenders, Peter, who assist more goals than Andy Robertson here, that's for sure. He's reliable, consistently excellent in what he delivers going forward, and it doesn't really compromise on his defensive duties. A manager's dream in many ways, and a model man, and I would say a model footballer.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Diogo Dalot. Robertson gets a foot in here. Olise. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Alexander-Arnold. Very nicely done. Van Dijk. And he's managed to get free. Terrific header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Bruno Fernandes. And that is a little undercooked. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold making good progress on the right-hand side. Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Mbappe has actually shocked himself. Where's that hole in the ground?
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
De Ligt. That has not gone well. Ruben Neves. And Pablo Torre. Ruben Neves. And it's Ruben Neves. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And it's Messi. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's the shot! That's headed upfield. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Is there any... Messi! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Van Dijk, bustling and very visible inside the box.
Yeah, it's only natural if you consider what a great header of the ball he is.
Messi with the short one. Has a goal! And now they can spring out of defence. Bruno Fernandes is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. Oh, perfectly measured that. Big header! It's a loose ball. He can get that clear. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Ruben Neves. To Messi. Ugarte. Højlund. Bruno Fernandes! Caught offside that time. Martinez. Now he's off and running. The pass has gone astray. Alexander-Arnold.
Added time.
And it's Ruben Neves. Shaw with the foul. The final seconds now. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
Let's hope the boys can turn it up
Reflections on
for
the
the
first
second.
half?
And
Yeah,
please
no
welcome
goals so
our
far,
to
but
the
it's certainly
field.
not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Nice ball, and he's in here. There's the hit! It's in! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Number 9, Ruben Neves.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Ugarte. Messi. Diogo Dalot. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. That is a brilliant interception. Robertson. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
Robertson.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Ugarte. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Robertson. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. Højlund. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. It's a good foot in there. Bruno Fernandes. Now Ugarte. Højlund is in third place in the scoring charts.
Substitution in progress.
Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Robertson going full tilt down the left. And it's Neymar. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission.
Oh, great feat, that.
Neymar. Keeper has taken decisive action. Højlund.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Mount. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Holding on to the slenderest of leads here. Minutes must feel like hours. Bruno Fernandes. Mount. Oh, that's for Mount! And that is wildly off target. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Goes down, but nothing given. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's a decent clearance. That'll be a throw-in. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the effort he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 22, Federico Valverde.
Ball is over the line.
15. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Bruno Fernandes really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
He's shifting through the gears here. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And that is that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Ruben Neves picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result just...
Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies
Hello,
and quite
everybody,
a
and
contest
welcome to
ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. We are into reverse fixtures here. This is the second meeting between these sides. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game just to see him play. James, Lavia, and Caicedo.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Olise.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Van Dijk. And Pablo Torre. Neymar. Robertson. And it's Neymar. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Haaland. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Palmer. Well, that's beautifully weighted. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Olise. And it's Van Dijk. Quarter of an hour played. Palmer. Threads one in.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Robertson. Oh, that is a nice touch. Neymar. Now Kaká. And here's Haaland. Pedro Neto. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Chelsea looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the stand.
Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pedro Neto plays it short. Now it's Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Can he put it away? Just off target.
Cucurella has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Van Dijk. Pablo Torre. Haaland. And he's had it nicked away. It's a good ball out wide. Palmer. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Neymar. Pinches it off him. Lavia. For Palmer. Kaká. And it's Ruben Neves. Kaká. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kaká unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Lavia. It's a really well-measured ball. Palmer. Lobbed in behind. And he's certainly onside here. Fernandes with the short one. Pedro Neto tries making a foray down the right. And now a sudden chance to counter. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Haaland! Haaland is the guilty party there. And that's going to be a booking. Lavia. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Caicedo. Fernandes. Ruben Neves. And it's Van Dijk. And it's Neymar. Can he get it through? That's very neat. Pedro Neto. Palmer. Oh, that's fabulous.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that's not going to reach. And he's there to belt it away. Pedro Neto. Palmer. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again, then. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And he's intervened well there. Tar. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Ruben Neves. Kaká. James. And Lavia. Pedro Neto. Ruben Neves. Haaland. And Alexander-Arnold. Good spot, he's seen the run. Fernandes. And the counter is on. Cucurella. And it's Ruben Neves. Oh, nicely intercepted. Strong running down that left flank. Fernandes. Can he get onto this? He's got full.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
So we've reached the hour mark. That's a shade optimistic. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Badiashile. Now Colwell. Caicedo. Pablo Torre. Kaká. Haaland. That is good alertness. Cucurella. Fernandes. For Pedro Neto. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Van Dijk. And here's Haaland, driving forward. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Lavia defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's been cut out, well played. Ruben Neves. Kaká. Caicedo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gently done. Fernandes. Looking for the runner. Cucurella is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Ruben Neves proves just a little bit too strong. That has been cut short.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Haaland! He's got away with one there.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Pedro Neto. Number 45, coming on the field, number 18, Nkunku. Number 14.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
James. Colwell. James. Nkunku. Palmer is in a really good position out wide. And he's onside. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and a heart-and-mouth moment for the taker.
So we have the first goal.
It was definitely a brave call by the referee to give that penalty, and I think the way this game has gone, it could easily turn out to be the decisive moment. That's alert and sharp, and very well played.
Palmer is right up in the top 10 scorers in the league. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Nkunku. Passes short and sharp. Now it's Haaland. He's in plenty of space here. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
2 added minutes has
I
been
thought it was going to
indicated.
happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
James. He could be in here. Palmer. And there goes the final whistle. A shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager knows that the story has gone against him. It's a defeat that hurts. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close a deal.
They came, they saw,
So
and
we've
they
reached
were
the end of our
sent
coverage for
packing.
today. Many thanks to Jim
Thank you,
Beglin
everyone.
alongside...